Hi, good evening, welcome back. It's a Monday evening, that means it's the start of a brand new week, and today I'm going to give you a quick update on what happened on the weekend rather than what happened today. So, the thing that I'm going to talk about is something called preparation, or rather, lack of it. So, why this particular topic is because Saturday we went on a kind of like a group ride with my friends from Java Riders Club in Bangalore, and it was totally, I would say, like unplanned, but kind of planned, that I would say. So the conversation started off somewhere mid of last week, wherein I told it's been a while, let's catch up for coffee or breakfast within the city, and later on the conversation went on going, and later it ended up being like the conversation pointed towards let's go for a ride. Then I suggested short ride. Then they told like no, let's go for a slightly longer ride. Eventually it ended up, after much of a debate, it was decided that it will be Kabini. In fact, like the initial plan, what was being told by the person who planned was that it will be Nagarhole, go to Nagarhole and then go to Kabini and then come back. Okay, and it seems like while discussing itself, somewhere we realized that a stretch of road is not good in Nagarhole, and then we can't take bikes there. So instead, we thought instead of Nagarhole, it will be Kabini. I kept on emphasizing let's go to BR Hills because that much better route, the driving route is better, and it's like much. It's like you're going through a proper forest, like from the checkpost till I would say the peak, and then from the main temple area till Keguri. Like fantastic drive. I mean, I've done few times there, and bike will be even more better. But they kept on emphasizing that they want to see Nagarhole, they want to see Kabini. So I just agreed. So at this point of time, I just realized I don't want to get too much involved in pressurizing them for what direction they want to go and all. Okay, and I just kept quiet. I just thought like I'll just follow them. Okay, and then the discussions came about packing our own lunch, packing our own breakfast, and all those things. And there are a lot of confusions there: what to carry, what not to carry, what time to meet, and all. Eventually, we decided that on a Saturday morning, we are meeting at 5:30 near a specific place, pretty close to my house, and then from there on, we'll head towards Mysore rather than Srirangpatna, and then take a deviation towards Kabini. Now here again there was tons of confusion regarding which route to take, whether to take the Mysore road, whether to take the Kunigal road. I kept on telling them the Kunigal road is good, though it's 25 kilometer-ish more, but they are like no, they want to do Mysore road, and Mysore road is in very bad shape now because of all the construction that is going on. Anyway, I just agreed and we just started off. Right from the moment we started, like we were supposed to start at 5, then they pushed it to 5:30. We met at 5:30, but we eventually started at 6 o'clock because they started distributing the smaller food packets and all that they had got and all that stuff. But it was just so chaotic. I mean, the way the thing started off itself, it was like pretty early in the morning. It was slightly dark also. I didn't want to ride fast and all those things. Like people randomly they're riding fast, riding slow, and I was kind of like in the back. They don't know where to stop, when to stop for breakfast. Eventually we stopped, and they were like wondering like stop in a small village near Madur, and we just sat in front of somebody's house and we had it. They kept on telling that we'll not stop at any of the tea shops or any hotels. Then eventually they did that also. We stopped for tea in the same place, and they didn't know which route to take. They had not planned it properly. Again, we went there, kept on stopping, and every time people stopped. The people who are leading the thing, they were stopping, right? They got this urge that they have to smoke, okay, and they want tea, or probably in the best of the case, they want to smoke. I don't know if that was kind of like a driving factor for them to go further down or get the idea for that whole route planning and all. Every half an hour, 45 minutes, you stop, they want to smoke, and then we are lost. Okay, and I don't know if they were not very well versed with how to use Google Maps or how to plan using Google Maps. I mean, all of them are like of my age group and kind of like technically inclined and all. But in the morning itself, it started getting a little bit irritating that they themselves don't know what route to take, where to go, how to go, nothing. They're just like randomly going. It's just like we're just driving, and suddenly we decide we'll stop. You'll see the maps. Oh no, this is not this route or that route, and then like suddenly they decide okay they want to smoke. They smoke, and then we go further. Eventually, we reached this place, which is Kabini backwaters. Went there, and it was not really that specific spot in Kabini backwaters which I thought of. It kind of led to private property which was fenced. You can't take your bike beyond that particular place. And then they wanted to do a photo shoot there and all those stuff, and it's okay, fine. And they wanted to go near the water, they wanted to enjoy the nature. That is all fine, even I wanted to. But during all these times, I just somehow got a kind of negative vibes, wherein I felt that there were like a couple of guys who were watching at us from quite some distance, and I just felt that things might not look fine. There is this one guy in the group who is like, no, these are villagers, you have to trust them, that they are like more reliable people than city guys, whatever, blah 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 stuff. Eventually we went near the water, not that we went to play, but at least we went there, and then we came back a little bit, and then we sat in a specific place and we started having a lunch. And there are a lot of people who are coming here, a lot of people come in the car and bike to come and see this place. They used to park it in one place and then walk down. But eventually when we went back to place where we had parked our bike, that's when I realized, I think so, those two guys who were seeing us from far, they'd managed to flick my camera mount from top of my bike. I had just put it about an hour or two before reaching this place, thinking that it will be like a forest ride and all those stuff, but I didn't mount my camera. But I put the mount, and by the time I come back and see, it's gone. So what they have done is they've seen what best they can try to flick from the bike. They tried everything, and this was like a screw system, so just managed to remove the screw and take it and go. And there's nothing they can do about it because it's a GoPro mount, and there is no use. They can't sell it to anyone, they can't use it themselves. It's like absolute waste. So eventually that was lost, and then we started. Now while starting, the debate started. Where do we go next? By this time it was already 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. By the way, initial plan was to reach back Bangalore by around 5 or maximum 6 o'clock, because one of the guy had a restriction that he has to come back early. And at 2 o'clock we're still deciding where to go next. Even if we leave that place by 2 o'clock, there was no way we could have come back to Bangalore by 5 o'clock or even 6. But still, they're deciding what to go next. And there was like a huge debate about we'll go to an elephant camp or we'll go to a dam and all those things. And this guy who's doing all the planning tells that it's just like 5 minutes drive, it's just like 10 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer, like that. And if you open the Google map, it says 25 kilometers or 45 kilometers. Again, things started getting a little bit more irritating. So eventually they decided that we want to go to dam. Okay, and it's about like 25 kilometers one way from where we are there. And then we have to almost come back about 20 kilometers and join the main road and come back towards Mysore. Okay, we started going there, went to the dam, and we realized we are not allowed there. We can't go inside, we can't walk around or anything. It's all closed. We just kept on sitting and talking there, thinking what to do, and this guy comes up with a plan like we will go to one more backwater viewpoint that's more beautiful than this one. I just kept quiet. At this point I stopped talking like or suggesting anything. I just kept quiet. So eventually they decided that no, there's no point, we'll go back. Anyway, we had that this 5 minutes of like the security guard allowed us to go inside and walk on the dam for about like 5-10 minutes. And though I think so it is not legal, so but he allowed us. And then we came back and then we started driving back. At this point of time, one person was feeling a little bit like he had started getting cramp, another person was started feeling sleepy. We started driving back, and one person says that he wants tea. Stop it, have tea, have smoke, again for come forward. Again another person says he's feeling sleepy, again stop, have tea, have smoke. It kept on going like that. Eventually we reached a place wherein we reached a junction wherein one road goes towards Mysore road, another one goes towards Srirangpatna or something. But either way we had to go to Srirangpatna. But from Srirangpatna we had an option of choosing whether to go back on Mysore road or go back via Kunigal road. Now these guys still are not convinced to take the flat open road. They wanted to go in this slushy, not so good Mysore road itself. They decided. Again, they stopped multiple places. But in the last of the places where they stopped, that is in Madur, I just asked them. It started pouring, and that's when I removed my camera from my helmet and I started wearing rain cover and all. I asked them, what is the next meeting point? They told like we'll meet up in Nayandahalli near Bangalore. From there we'll disperse. Okay. I just heard that, and I didn't hear anything after that. Once we started, I just started driving and I just didn't stop. I just kept on going. And I came to Nayandahalli. I knew that they are like far behind me. Not that I was driving fast. I knew that they are far behind me. And I just messaged them. I'm waiting here for some time, but I'm leaving home because I'm hungry. And after I reach home and after I finish my shower and dinner, I get a message from them that they are reached home then. So I asked them what took them so long. They stopped 2 more times. Once again for tea or coffee, and again once for a fuel. One of these persons had not refueled in the middle, so totally disorganized or unorganized, whatever is the correct word, way of handling a trip. And I just realized that there is nothing related to a ride that I enjoyed here. It's just that I had to clock some miles. I did some 450 kilometers. That's it, nothing more than that. And I didn't come out of this trip like, okay, I got something, except for the fact that the bike ran for another 450 kilometers more. There's nothing like, maybe I'm a little bit physically strained. Yes, that's true. Those guys were more strained than me because I think they were not prepared. But this overall trip could have been planned so well. Where to go, how to go, where to stop and to stop. Or at least they should have given the liberty. Okay. Not that I'm telling I'm the perfectionist and all those things, but at least they should be open to take suggestions. Okay. And didn't look like they were ready to do that. And I'll tell you frankly, it failed miserably is what I would say. And it reflected so well that this trip was so unplanned and all the stuff. Anyway, I just came back, and whatever little bit of handful of photos that I had, I shared it back with them, and then also uploaded the video. I mean, I just thought like I'll do nice proper vlog, but some random stuff I just kept on recording and I just put it up there. So that, like, I mean, let it be there one more video like that. So this is what about like planning is so important. Like when you're going for such long distance and when you're taking food and everything is taken care of, you need to plan properly. Okay, if not, you should not do it. And at this point of time, let me be very honest. I've come to a conclusion that going forward, I don't think so I'll ever vouch for going ahead with a ride with them. It's like so unplanned. I mean, there's like unorganized, disorganized, whatever, but it just doesn't work with me. If you allow me to plan, if you want to stick to my plan, fine. Or if you plan properly, fine. And if you're planning to stick to it, fine. Don't just randomly keep on plucking out a card from out of thin air and just telling that we will do this. Like, it does not work. Anyway, that was the overall Saturday experience. And contrary to that, I did a silly mess up yesterday. And last evening, I thought like I'll take my wife and kid out for a drive and within the city, because I wanted to go to a particular shop in Indranagar to pick up something for home. And I knew that I had to pick up, and I knew that I had to go to Indranagar, and I knew that it is a Sunday, but I never realized that I need to check whether the shop is open or not open and all. We all got ready, we started going, and we went there. It was night, it was drizzling, and we went there and we realized the shop is closed. And I checked in Google, it says Sunday closed. Then I realized that okay, fine, I'll take my wife to a particular place where I can get some cool paneer roll. I checked that place, that is also closed, Sunday closed. I just felt so bad. We traveled all the way from Rajajinagar to Indranagar. Okay, we got ready, went there, and nothing happened. Like, couldn't do anything at all, and that shows a lack of preparation from my side. I mean, I could have, for once, I could have seen whether the shops will be open or not on Sunday, and then I could have gone. Otherwise, I could have gone in a different direction or maybe something else. But felt so bad and awkward that I myself ended up being at the receiver end of this unplanned stuff. Anyway, I thought I'll quickly update about these two weird things that happened, and more so specifically about the ride that I did over the weekend, on Saturday to be precise. So this is how it goes. Like, I mean, people behave over intelligent, over smart, over confident, and quote unquote eccentric because they think that they know everything. And it's glad that I realized, and hopefully from now on I should be very calculative about if I want to really go out with them or not. Anyway, that's it for what I wanted to talk today. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.